Okay, there are two files left, and let's have a look on KPoints. So actually, KPoints without any details, these three numbers are these three numbers are responsible for accuracy of your calculations, and usually for relaxation of tiny unit cells that contains maybe 10 atoms, the k-point mesh equal to maybe 7, 7, and 7 in each direction will be enough. So by changing these numbers, you'll be able to change the accuracy of your calculations, and that what that file does. And there are few options, and we will discuss them later. This is just to show you that we have such file, and what does the file does is change the accuracy, as well as um, encode file can set the accuracy. In incar file, here we have another kind of accuracy, um, and let's say accuracy like that. Uh, just other kind of accuracy, and uh, well, that what kpoints file does. And what about a few further details? Well, these calculations, well, if you remember our POTCAR file, and let's remove this bonds atoms. Yeah, here is the unit cell and of diamond. And look, we have a unit cell, and calculations doesn't performed nowhere. Well, you should set k points in different positions inside of that unit cell. Well, I'll describe all of that a bit later, but it is incorrect to say that, but just for your imagination. Let's say we have a unit cell, and we should insert here a mesh of k points, and well, it can be distributed in a different ways, but usually it is distributed, you know, mm, with equal density of those points. And yeah, you'll just have a mesh of k points, and that k points will be used to calculate eigenvalue of electrons at that point. So, well, that's all you should know right now about k points, and that's quite enough. And well, if you have questions about that, we can discuss it a bit later. And POTCAR file is the POTCAR file provides us information about pseudopotentials. And well, let's imagine that we don't have POTCAR file, and how to copy the information about the pseudopotentials is using the cat command. So if we use cat command with, let's say, phyto, we just it just represents what does phyto file consists inside. And but if you will tell that uh, information, all of that information should be collected in some temporary file which is called tmp, it it will do that. And let's check tmp file. Yeah, the same. file. Let's remove the file. Oh, we can also, and what is the main purpose of cat command is that you can collect a few files into one. And let's check again. Yeah, here the kpoint files, information in kpoint file collected with the FITO file. And well, what do we want to do is copy the pseudo potentials from um, previously calculated pseudo potentials by VASP software developers, and we can do it by cat. Let's change to the home directory and check what do we have here. We have here a bunch of directories, and we need to change into the pseudos, potpal, and yeah, here is just different ways of calculated pseudo potentials, and we need PBE, and here we have, well, 329, I guess, folders, and we're going to we need pseudo potentials for silicon, and let's check, do we have, yeah, we have such directory here, and uh, let's find it out just like that. Yeah, here it is, and uh, that directory contains needed POTCAR file, and we want to copy the information from that POTCAR file into POTCAR file that we're located in our directory. Yeah, here it is. And why cannot we just copy the POTCAR file? Here is that, currently we have a deal only with silicon atom, but what if we have a deal with oxide of silicon, and if we do have oxide in unit cell, uh, we will collect data from different files, and yes, that is why cat command is quite useful here, and it will collect the data about pseudo potentials of silicon and oxygen. Oh yeah, here we should type oxygen into our POTCAR file. Let's check what do we have inside of that file. Well, actually, we have a lot of numbers, and yeah, the most important here is VRH fin row, which represents the pseudo potential of the file, and nmax. Nmax is, do you remember we had in our in-car file and cut tag which were equal to 500. So the most important is that ncat should be higher than nmax here, and that will guarantee that your calculations will be okay in terms of that energies. Well, actually POTCAR is quite a big file, and we only cross 6% of the file, whereas we want to check it as far as it possible, as fast as it's possible, and we can use the grep command, and uh, by typing grep and looking for vrhfin row in a POTCAR file, we can see that here are there are two pseudo potentials, and but we don't need oxygen, and we can repeat the comment and check one more time. Yeah, and here we have a deal only with silicon. That's all we need here, and by implementing that command, the calculation will start. And yes, that is all you should currently know about these four files. And by the command you're able to start your calculation. And actually, uh, most of your calculations will need only those four files. Sometimes you'll not even need the kpoints files, and all of that is a matter of our future work and future discussions. And yeah, currently that's all you should know and all you need to start your own calculations.